All praise is for Allah alone, the Lord of the seen and the unseen. Peace and blessings be upon his final messenger Muhammad. Arrogance is among the most destructive spiritual diseases mentioned in the Quran. It is the first sin committed in the heavens, the cause of Iblis's downfall, and one of the biggest reasons hearts become blind to truth. In today's age of self-obsession, self-display, and constant validation-seeking, arrogance has become even more dangerous and widespread. This reminder explores the roots of arrogance, its symptoms, its consequences, and the Islamic path to purification with Quranic and prophetic references. 1. The origin of arrogance, the first sin in creation. The arrogance of Iblis. Arrogance began when Iblis rejected Allah's command to bow to Adam. Allah says, he refused, was arrogant, and became one of the disbelievers. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:34. This one moment teaches that arrogance is not just a behavioral flaw, it is a spiritual crime that uproots faith. Why Iblis fell? Iblis believed he was superior because of his creation. I am better than him. You created me from fire and created him from clay. Surah Al-Araf 7:12. This shows the foundation of arrogance, the illusion of superiority. 2. What arrogance really means in Islam. The Prophet defined arrogance clearly. Arrogance is rejecting the truth and looking down on people. Sahih Muslim 91. This hadith explains two core elements. Rejecting truth because of ego. Belittling others due to pride. Arrogance is not about wearing good clothes or looking presentable. The Prophet said Allah is beautiful and loves beauty. The disease lies in internal pride that blinds the heart. 3. The modern culture of self-obsession, self-promotion, and superiority. Today's environment encourages self-display, constant comparison, seeking validation, showing achievements, boasting lifestyles. All these behaviors can quietly feed the ego. Quranic warning about self-praise. So, do not claim purity for yourselves. He knows best who is righteous. Surah An-Najm 53:32. This ayah directly addresses the culture of self-praise that dominates social media today. 4. Types of arrogance mentioned in Quran and Sunnah. Arrogance of knowledge. A person might use knowledge to belittle others. Only those led astray follow their desires without knowledge. Surah Al-Qasis 28:50. The more knowledge a believer gains, the more humble they should become. B. Arrogance of worship. Some people become proud of their Islamic practices. The Prophet warned that a person who boasts about worship loses sincerity. The one whose heart contains a mustard seed of pride shall not enter paradise. Sahih Muslim 91. C. Arrogance of wealth. Qarun was destroyed because of his pride in wealth. He said, I was given this because of my knowledge. Surah Al-Qasis 28:78. Allah described this mindset as deeply corrupt. D. Arrogance of status. Pharaoh fell due to pride in political power. He exalted himself in the land and divided its people. Surah Al-Qasis 28:4. Power plus pride equals destruction. E. Arrogance of beauty. Quran warns us. Do not walk on earth with pride. Surah Luqman 30:1:18. Beauty or physical appearance should never make someone feel superior. 5. Symptoms of arrogance in a person. Refusing advice even when wrong. Belittling others. Feeling superior. Hating correction. Always wanting to be praised. Showing good deeds. Looking down on the poor, uneducated, or less religious. Justifying sins instead of repenting. Each of these symptoms indicates spiritual corruption. 6. The Quranic punishment for arrogance. Allah repeatedly declares, indeed, Allah does not love the arrogant. Surah An-Nahl 16:23. The opposite of Allah's love is his anger. Arrogant people face consequences in dunya and akhirah. He will turn away from my signs those who are arrogant on the earth. Surah Al-Araf 7:146. Arrogance leads to spiritual blindness. The heart becomes unable to receive guidance. 7. The world's most arrogant nations and their destruction. The Quran mentions civilizations destroyed due to pride. The people of Ad, pride in physical strength. The people of Thamud, pride in skill and power. Qarun, pride in wealth. Pharaoh, pride in kingship. Their stories are real-life warnings for the Ummah. 8. The cure for arrogance in Islamic spirituality. Remembering our origin. We created you from dust. Surah Al-Hajj 22:5. Dust has no reason to be proud. B. Practicing humility. The Prophet said, "Whoever humbles himself for Allah, Allah will raise him." Sunan Ibn Majah 4176. C. Hiding good deeds. Sincerity kills arrogance. The Salaf would hide their worship for years. D. Accepting mistakes. Arrogant people cannot say, "I was wrong." Humility demands it. E. Serving others. The Prophet repaired his shoes, served at home, and sat with the poor. Humility follows his example. F. Constant dua. O Allah, protect my heart from arrogance. A dua every believer should frequently make. 9. The final warning. The Prophet said, "No one will enter paradise who has a grain of arrogance in their heart." Sahih Muslim 91. This shows that arrogance is not a small sin. It is a barrier between a servant and Allah's mercy. Conclusion and final advice. Arrogance is a silent killer of faith. In a world obsessed with self-display, a believer must protect their heart more than ever. True honor comes from humility, not pride. True greatness comes from obedience to Allah, not from the approval of people. May Allah purify our hearts from arrogance, protect us from the disease that destroyed Iblis, and make us among His humble servants. If you benefited from this reminder, remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with others so they may also benefit. May Allah bless your life and your family.